Hi, this is Barb. Has everybody finished row one? I was really surprised at how quickly these little scallops worked up and how quickly I got to 95 in a row here. It looks terrible right now. It's all twisty, just looks like kind of a ropey mess, but that's all right because we're going to straighten that mess out in this row, and it will start to take shape and start looking like we're actually working on something. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about the specialty stitches. There we go, sorry. Okay, I want to talk to you about these specialty stitches. Every designer comes up with their own little stitches, shells, some kind of specialty stitch, working around a front post or a back post or, whatever. But in crochet, there's really only a few basic stitches. And if you know those, you can do anything in crochet. So don't let it, it can be daunting, but don't let it get to you. Just remember, it's really very simple to do any of these combination stitches in crochet. Now, in this particular pattern, they're all very easy. So I think you're going to enjoy it. It's got, it's not all just the same, so it's not boring, but it's not difficult either. So I think everyone is going to enjoy it. What we're going to do today is we're going to start doing the shells here in the second row. The first one, I believe she calls the beginning double crochet shell, and we only use it once at the beginning of the row, and then we move on to the double crochet shell, which is the same thing. And both of those, all they are basically is 4 double crochets together. That's it. And the only other unique thing about this stitch is that the way that we did our scallops, we did them side by side rather than crocheting all our stitches in a straight row. We did one little scallop and then added another little scallop. So they're laying sideways, as you can see. All of the double crochets are laying on their sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to crochet around the post of that double crochet. Think of it as a tree. Usually it's standing upright like this, and we would crochet into the V stitch at the top of the double crochet. But we're not going to do this time. We're going to just crochet along the row, same as we normally do. But because the top, what would normally be the top of the double crochet, is here on the side, we're just going to crochet in between those around what's called the post or the trunk of our tree. See, there's that double crochet, and it's laying sideways. So we're just going to insert our hook in between the 2 double crochets, and that's called crocheting around the post. Very simple. And all we want to do, as it says in the pattern, is pull a slip stitch all the way through. That's a slip stitch. You just pull one loop all the way through everything. Okay, so that gets us into our first scallop. And what we want to do now for the beginning double crochet shell is chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that is going to count as our first double crochet in our shell. So we just want to add, as it says in the pattern, we're going to add 3 more double crochets to make that first beginning of the row shell. 1 double crochet, and it's just a regular double crochet, yarn over. I just back my hook into the yarn to yarn over. It's very simple. I just back it in. All right. If you have a better way to do a yarn over, share it with us. I am not the ultimate expert on crochet, and I would love to have you post suggestions, questions, suggestions, helpful tips, anything you'd like. And it would also be very helpful to me in planning future programs if you would let me know that you're crocheting along with us, because that way I can kind of keep track of the numbers, how many people are actually, working with us to the end, that kind of thing. So I know whether it's worth it to create another program of this kind in the future. So that would really be helpful to me if you would just comment that you're working with us, post a picture of your work or your yarn, or just whatever. Your smiling face holding up your yarn or your work would be even better. But anything to let me know that you're there so that I can kind of keep numbers on this and know whether or not to try this kind of program again. And I really hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I wasn't sure if I was going to like working with this teeny tiny yarn with a largish hook, but I am really enjoying it. Of course, I wanted to make sure that I had, that I would be able to show you exactly how this is done. So I've been putting stitches in and pulling them out just to make sure I had it. So I've been working quite a bit on this, and I have decided that I really do enjoy this pattern, and it looks like it's going to work out beautifully. All right, so now let's move on from our beginning double crochet shell to a regular double crochet shell, and I'm going to yarn over, and again I'm going to insert my hook around the post of that double crochet, which means I'm just going to insert my hook in between the two double crochets, and I'm going to double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I'm inserting my hook right in the same stitch, right around the post of that same double crochet every time, and putting all 4 double crochets right next to each other. And that's what makes the shell. And let me turn it around so you can see what it looks like from the right side. There it is. I think that's really pretty. Okay. And you can see how lacy and open it is, and it's so light. Have you noticed that with this yarn? It's just so light, it feels like nothing in your hand almost. I think it's going to be just beautiful. Okay, 1 chain stitch in between. There we go. And I'm going to make sure that my row is not twisted. You want to make sure as you go that all of your scallops are on the bottom and all of your double crochets on the top here, and make sure that it's not twisted in the middle, like it's not, rotated a couple of times. I can't even get it to do that. So there we go. You don't want it to be all twisty like that. You want them all to be going the same way. And instead of trying to do that all the way down and make it look perfect and that, I'm just going to drop that twisty, ropey mess in my lap, and I'm going to worry about it 1 stitch at a time, 1 scallop at a time. So make sure it's not twisted, yarn over, insert between those 2 double crochets and crochet right around the post. 1, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, 1 more shell made. I know it's really difficult for you to see what I'm doing on these little videos. I have a really nifty gadget from Amazon coming where it'll hold the camera up. It's got a gooseneck, so you'll be able to actually literally just look over my shoulder right at my work, and you'll see the front side rather than the back, and you'll be seeing it going in the same direction that I'm actually working. So hopefully that will be a little more helpful. but it seems to be stuck right now. It's held up in Coppell, Texas for some reason, but hopefully it'll get here soon, and it'll make our lives a lot easier here as far as the crochet is concerned. Okay, so there's 3 shells. Let me turn it around once again. There it is, 3 shells. And let's do it again. 1 chain stitch, yarn over, insert it in between those 2 double crochets that are laying sideways, and crochet right around the post of that double crochet. 1, oops, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 shell made, chain, untwist the next one, make sure that it's right side up and not twisted, and yarn over, insert the hook between the 2 double crochets, shell right around the post. 1, whoops, there we go, 1, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain, untwist, I think it is untwisted, there we go, that's pretty good, untwist, yarn over, insert between the 2 double crochets, see there it is, I scallop right in between those 2, one, 2, 3, 4. Chain, make sure it's not twisted, crochet around the post, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain, check that it's not twisted, right around that post, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm going to pull some thread through because I'm going to lay my work down. I'm going to pull it through so it doesn't accidentally start pulling out stitches when I move it around. There's our scallops at the bottom there, and our, let me turn it around, so there we go. Scallops at the bottom and our shells on the top. So this will straighten your row out, keep it from twisting later, and get us along to our next row. Very easy, lots of fun, and it's, oh, this piece is just going to be so beautiful. All right. Again, if you are crocheting along with us, please, please, please comment or send a picture. If you have a question, ask your question. If you have a suggestion, please make your suggestion or give us a tip that will help us get this done correctly and have fun with it. That's the main thing. Just enjoy it. I'm enjoying it, and I am looking forward to Monday when I can actually see you all face to face. Our video yesterday, Monday, I'm sorry, we tried our video room and it just didn't work. And we believe it's because the internet was very, very slow where we were. Pages were taking ages to load and our room just would not connect. So hopefully Monday it'll be a lot better and we can see each other and talk to each other and work together, which I think will be wonderful. Okay. Make sure you post and say hello, okay? All right, and I'm going to finish my row today, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. This is Barb.